Welcome back to Algebra 1, Chapter 7, Section 5 in this book. And this is special types of linear systems. So remember, linear system is just fancy math talk for graphing not one line on a piece of graph paper, but two, and where do they intersect is considered the solution, is the answer. And we've learned different ways to do it. We can do it with our calculator, my personal favorite. We can, because my calculator is so cool, it's pink, it lights up, it does colors. Some people say that's purple, I say it's fuchsia pink. We can do it with our calculator, we can do it on a piece of graph paper, we can do it by substitution, we can do it by combination. We can make word problems that do this also. So now we're going to talk about some special situations, okay? So here I have two equations, and it looks like I can make them equal and opposite pretty easy if I multiply this by -1. And remember, you can do anything you want in math as long as you do it to both sides of the equal. And what I want to do is multiply by -1 and put it down here. -1 times 2x is -2x. -1 times y is -y, so those are going to cancel out real nicely. And -1 times 1 is -1. I draw my line and say plus, I'm doing combination. And 2x minus 2x is 0. Those cancel out. And 5 minus 1 equals 4. This is weird. All my letters went away. And it says 0 equals 4, and 0 absolutely does not equal 4. Because if I have $0, I'm not going to Dollar Tree. But if I have $4, I can probably dig out some change out of the back seat. I'm heading off to buy something from the Dollar Tree. So this is not true. So if you're doing your math and you suddenly you get something that is weird and false, like this, the answer is no solution. And you can abbreviate solution SOLN, which I think is really fun, because it's like, you gave me a math problem, no solution. I don't have to do it, because everything suddenly went away. So I've always thought those were fun, ever since I was your age. Alright, so now let's see what's going on. Let's graph them, okay? So I'm going to get rid of that so it's not so ugly. And I'm going to graph this one first, and then I'll graph that one over here, okay? Okay, so if x is 0, y is 5, and if y is 0, x is 5 halves. And over here, if x is 0, y is 1, if y is 0, x is 1/2. So they're different. They're not, there's something different. So if x is 0, y is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If y is 0, x is 5 halves. That's x goes into, that's 2.5. We'll put a dot right there. Okay, and that's our first line. And now our second line, if x is 0, y is 1. If y is 0, x is 1/2. And here is our second line. Oh, they're parallel, so they will never cross, so there is no solution. Does that make sense? Parallel lines are never going to cross, so no solution. Okay, let's do another one. How about these two? Well, they can be made equal and opposite real easy by multiplying this by 2, by actually -2. Because that will make that 4x. So I'm going to multiply this by -2. So -2 times -2x is 4x. -2, and this makes it -2y, and -2 times 3 is -6. Now I put plus, and I put this under here, -4x plus 2y equals 6. Okay, so 4x minus 4x, those cancel out. 2y minus plus 2y, those cancel out. -6 plus 6, those cancel out. So I end up with 0 equals 0. That's true, but weird. If you suddenly get something weird and true, the answer is infinitely many solutions, which actually means, well, I won't tell you yet. So, weird and false, no solution. Weird and true, infinity. Infinite many solutions. So let's graph it and see. So if x is 0, y is 3. If y is 0, x is negative 3 halves. Let's do this one. If x is 0, y is 3. If y is 0, x is negative 3 halves. They're the same line. If x is 0, y is 3. X is 3 halves, y is 0. So it means one line's on top of the other. They're touching each other in infinitely many places. Because remember, the lines go on to infinity. Alright, so I always thought those were fun. Those were my favorite when I was your age. Because notice they're not much work. Pretty quickly it becomes weird and false or weird and true, and you get to write no solution or infinity. And infinity's fun because you get to do the sideways 8 infinity symbol, so that's fun right there, right? Alright, so have fun, do this homework, come back for the next video. Math is great!